Good day to you, partner. I'm keen, and I can already tell that I'll be your best friend in this forsaken camp.
Hey guys, Sweet Solo here, aka the Skeleton King. So I completely messed up and I forgot to get a key component to the Running Man build, and so I had to respec and come back to the same game because I didn't want to re-roll another map because I'm still being lazy, but I promise I will be slightly less lazy as of now. The semester is ending, and I will have time, and I also have some big news because Renato Machado is working on a single player mod of PD2, which is single player. And I actually think that is really cool because I think it's kind of stupid that we have to do every single difficulty every single season. I know it doesn't take that long and it's not a big deal, but that's going to be my next project, is showing off his single player mod because I think it sounds awesome, and hopefully we can give Renato a little bit of love. Anyways, so this is what I forgot to get. Bone armor is an integral component to this build. Why? Because we get additional absorb per energy point. We put all of our points into energy. And then the kind of thing that ties together Running Man is the fact that you can stack more mercs with useful auras, not necessarily Act 4. But you could do Act 1 with Zenith and Flickering Flame. You could do Act 3 with the Jin Sword, Flickering Flame, and then Holy Shock. There's a lot of things you can do with it. And you might go, well, but you're holding an Infinity, so you're nerfing your own character. No, because you don't even need CTA anymore. You can just keep this on your swap, switch the button, and you get Cyclone Armor. So when you look at your skills down here, you get your huge fat Cyclone Armor and your huge flat Bone Armor, and you basically become invincible. And I think I'm going to get lower resist. I'm not going to cast it in this video, but I think it is important to always just get lower resist. We'll put 1 point in the Blood Warp because it's always nice to have. And we will go max Fire Golem on this build. So let me go ahead and show you my damage. Not bad, especially for a guy who never even plays and is level 88. And thank you so much, Knife Wrench, for giving me the gear. It's pretty legit. The helm is, obviously bad, but we got the amulet. We have a shield. Ormus Robes is perfect, though. The rest of the gear is meh. The wand is pretty good, though. A 6-2. Like, you can't complain. I also got it for free, so really I should stop complaining. And you might go, Wheat Solo, your resistances are going to be super bad. Well, no, because this helm's actually pretty sick for this build specifically because of the faster run walk. And actually, there's something to talk about here. It's how much you want to swap with this build, right? So now you got our Bone Armors and our Cyclone Armors on. What am I doing? I'm being stupid and I'm casting the wrong skill. Hold on. It's 1 and 2? Yeah, it's 1 and 2. So you see how juicy my Bone Armor is? I don't even have to worry about my life. I don't have to worry about FHR, and I will basically never get hit. So we're going to go this way. And I think we're good, right? I think we should be. Oh, I forgot to... should I resnap? I don't even think I need to resnap. Watch. I'm pretty sure my damage is going to be fine. And the thing about this build is you kind of wonder if you really want to go with Ligma or Trang's Chest. And the reason why Trang's Chest actually kind of works is because it gives a lot of faster run walk, and this build loves faster run walk. And I'm not... It's 1 and 2, Keith. Sorry. I'm failing because I don't know my keybinds. But, like, actually, as you can see, that was a conch pack, and I took a juicy amount of damage, but I wasn't that worried about it. And so you kind of need the stomp, even as Running Man, every once in a while. You're just never going to kill everything, because summons are kind of stupid. That's why I like Act 1 Vigor, because Act 1 Vigor helps the Fire Golems kind of stay around you. But, like, look at that. It's really, really easy to actually manage your Bone Armor and your Cyclone Armor now, thanks to this game, and the wonderful things they've done, like putting on the skill tab down below. And I think this is one of the funnest ways to play Necromancer. And excuse me, let me take this off and also not die. Ugh. Man, I hate auto attack in this game. But you may be wondering, Wheat Solo, this isn't budget fire golems. I thought you were going to showcase budget fire golems. And I think I did enough, but maybe I didn't. So if you guys want like a slightly more expensive fire golem than the one I've showed, just let me know. And this isn't even the best map. It should be fatter. Tarajan's actually pretty good. It does have those 1 fire immunes, but you can skip them. They are kind of annoying, and I think I need some more poison res on this build or something. But as you can see, you can also just AFK at this build and just cast your defensives and then run around, open up loots and chests and things like that. I do want to do budget Poison Nova because that to me is fun and interesting. I'm probably not going to do any other in-game build, but I am going to hopefully get a better version of this going at some point and show you the true power of Running Man in T3s, because this build is T3 viable. I'm not sure what map I'm going to run yet. I actually really liked Kazakhstan Marketplace before when I played this build, just because it's really open, and you actually like open spaces with this build. So I'll be looking at the map immunities and try to decide on that. But I guess what I think is interesting is this build, with this build is, it feels fluid. And sometimes, like Diablo 2 just has some of the best itemization ever. As you can see, it kills bosses pretty quickly. I mean, I've got Infinity and pretty chunky fire golems. Their single target damage is pretty good. They have their melee attack, which helps their single target damage as well. And it's not really a problem. But you can also just skip bosses because bosses suck and there's almost no point in killing them. Like, it's just all about density, guys. And you may be thinking, like, this build seems dangerous and isn't hardcore viable. And I don't really agree with that. I think if you stick to T1s in hardcore, because hardcore you just kind of always have to be a bit safer. I mean, I have literally 1,500 extra health from elemental and physical damage, and I don't have to worry about hit recovery. And like, hit recovery is the real dangerous thing. So I'm wondering about the Merc I want to use in this endgame. Oh, excuse me. That is disgusting. I'm a little sick, actually, so forgive me. That's one of the reasons I'm being lazy, and I do have to finish 2 more assignments. But if you're wondering about the mercs you can use, I think Act 1 Vigor I want to switch to at some point with the Zenith and Flickering Flame. And if you're going to be running Ligma, I think it's one of the better options, because I won't be able to have quite as much resistances as the Triangle's chest with 3 sockets. And you get so much faster run walk from Vigor that you kind of just want a safer teleport. And Blood Warp is kind of annoying. Like, yes, it's really nice that we have access to a teleport. Like, please don't take it away from me. But at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to compete with Blink. You know? And as you can see, this build literally just almost 1 pulses these guys. I think a lot of these enemies are getting killed by 2 pulses with the fire golems. And any of the other ones are just getting killed by a few more of them. And one of the cool things is by the way, this is not optimal gear. As you saw, some of the gear is pretty good. The Merc just has pretty good gear, but it's built around a Meng Songs, which means he does cast lower resist, but I don't think that is that awesome. But the nice thing about the gear I chose is with the skillers, my Blood Warp is actually really low. And by the way, there's an enemy with conviction on, and it's annoying. Well, I don't know where he is. Oh wait, is that just my conviction? No, I think there was a conviction because my res looked low for a second, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. But besides Act 1 Vigor for Zenith, res, and Flickering Flame, which is just more damage, Act 3 is just a super solid option on any build, and I haven't decided what I'm going to go for yet. But it's probably going to be one of those 2. I don't think I'm going to stick with Act 3, but I will try Obedience, and we'll see. And I think that's about the entire map, because I cleared some of it before. That's pretty quick. I don't want to make a super long video, and I will do a deep dive at some point. I just didn't feel like doing the entire thing where I record a map and then put little information on the bottom and do stuff like that. And the next videos I'm going to make, though, is going to be about Renato's single-player mod. And I'm super excited about that, because I think it'll be really interesting to play Diablo 2, a game where I've had to do normal Nightmare in Hell for 20 fucking years now, and skip it. And just do 1 difficulty.
Come and play with us.
I don't think there's anything else really to talk about for right now. Skelly King out, guys. GG.
Come and play with us, Daddy.